Hello, my soccer universe. There are certain teams in Italy where I can't help buying jerseys. One of them is, of course, Milan, my favorite team in Serie A. Roma, my second favorite, is also one of those, although it has been a while that I've been buying Roma shirts. I actually have been holding off, if you would like. And then there's Napoli, a little bit to a lesser extent, and of course, Fiorentina, which this video is all about. And you see here my entire Fiorentina collection. It's crazy that up until 2017, when I got this purple jersey in Florence, right next to the Duomo, I didn't have any Fiorentina jersey, although Fiorentina was always a team that I did like. And you can also see that the other Fiorentina jerseys back there are rather recent. The yellow one is, I think, from 3 years ago, when they had this great transition period with a very historic crest. And then when they moved on to this one, well, I really liked this one with the V, the white one. I always thought a white Fiorentina jersey is a natural away jersey. And then last season in the sale, I really wanted to have this jersey. I absolutely love this one with this pattern there. And then, they sold this one for 20. I said, yeah, it's a red Fiorentina jersey. Throw it in there as well and increase my Fiorentina collection to 5. Well, at that time, I didn't know that for this season, Fiorentina released some really, really nice jerseys. And especially the home jersey was one that I absolutely loved. But, should I get one? Then they made a deeper run again in the Conference League. And I said, yeah, I probably should look for that purple jersey because it's so clean. And I want to have maybe a more modern version or an alternate to this absolute beauty that I have here. And so I have been always looking, and then Fiorentina sends me the deal of the century, I want to call it. Get all 3 jerseys for I think a combined of 120. Plus they threw in free printing, and you only for the patches had to pay a teeny little bit. Now, I didn't need the entire set. I have to say, the home jersey was really nice. The 4th jersey, of course, was not included in the deal. I'm so and so on it. I think they're doing something nice there. And then the away jersey was very classy. However, I have a white jersey that I do like better. I mean, I like that they have the red accents, and it was very much an homage to the city of Florence, whose colors are, of course, red and white, thanks to the lily that's up there. And then the 3rd jersey in red, yeah, kind of, maybe I can add it as a bonus because I don't really have a red jersey. Well, I do have, but it's more, a washed out red. And I always thought, yeah, maybe red would be a color to go. But it was clear I didn't need all 3. So I asked my buddy Andy, can I interest you in either the white or the red one? And he got interested, at least in the white one. And so we ordered, and we all got name sets on there. And within a week, this arrived in this pretty sizable parcel from UPS Express. I would say let's open it up and let's see all the jerseys and what name sets I got on these. Okay, parcel is open. Here is the pile. Let's take them out one by one. I'm gonna show you my jerseys. Maybe I can open Andy's as well. I think he wouldn't mind, I guess. So we'll go one by one. Let's start with the purple one, which is the one that I really wanted to have. It has a really, really nice look. Not much on it, but so classy. And I have to say, ever since Rocco Commisso took over and they have the Mediacom sponsor, that one looks nice, I gotta say. So here we go. The Fiorentina home jersey from this season. They have folded the collar over. Here, this is of course the players. No, it's the regular fit version. I think the players wear something similar like that. Whatever it is, it's just so clean. I absolutely love it. With that collar, I love me a collar, and that's what I really love about this jersey. I got it also with a patch, but I did not go for Serie A. I went for the Conference League. It's the competition of Fiorentina, if you would like, although this time they only managed a semi-final. And yes, I'm shooting this 2 days after they got eliminated by Betis. Slightly dramatic circumstances. I'm not a big fan that they actually folded this over here, but I think I can iron this out. But we have the Conference League patch. We have the Betway sleeve patch, which I added, was all free. The only thing I had to pay for the Conference League, which was 12 euros in addition. And then of course we have the name and the number, and I went for, I'll let you venture a guess, it's not probably the one that you would think. Mandragora, number 8, Rolando Mandragora, so an Italian version of my first name as well. I like many letters. I actually like the name itself, and I also really like the player. And then we have here the number 8 with the lily for Florence, and if you look at it, there's a slight V pattern in there. That's the V from the crest, which actually makes it quite interesting. I think Serie A do this very well, that there's always something special within the name set as well. The only thing I would wish is that they would maybe straighten out the lettering a little bit. I mean, the 8 looks upside down. And the same thing is true, I think here these letters are a little bit too, I mean, this should be smaller, this should be bigger. This is the one thing that bugs me with the font, but overall, Names Advice, they're doing it really, really well, and I absolutely love this one. And yes, let's address the elephant in the room. Fiorentina played in this jersey, Mandragora also, and they beat my Lask 7-0. But I'm not buying this because of the 7-0. I buy this because it's a really nice jersey. Because that is a memory. Fortunately, I didn't watch the game. I couldn't watch the game because I had the Christmas party from work on that day. So yeah, but I watched the highlights. It was just awful. Beautiful, beautiful jersey. Horrible Lask memories. But other than that, you know, I like what Fiorentina did this year, even though they may not end up in any European spaces. And that's also kind of sad. So here we go, like all my Fiorentina jerseys, this one is a double XL, makes it a little bit looser and not so tight. I think the white one is even a triple XL. That one is already a really nice collection, but let's open the away jersey, which is the one that Andy chose. The white one is honestly is a real classy one, and if I wouldn't already have a white one that I personally like a little bit better, I probably would have gone for this one too, but you know, it's an absolute gorgeous shirt. It is totally white. Let's put the tags in. It is totally white. I'm turning the color over as well. And let's move here. Totally white. You only have the lily, which is of course the symbol of the city of Florence, the coat of arms. I mean, it's a stylized lily. I would have loved if they would have went all coat of arms here, but they took the one from the crest, which kind of makes sense. I don't think you get any, you know, property right issues with that one. We have the Serie A patch, and I already have a jersey with the new Serie A patch. The Serie A patch is a really nice one this season. There's some plasticity to it that I absolutely enjoy. I don't think that the camera will pick it up, but it's all very much 3D printed on the lettering here. They are all embossed on top of it, as is this blue one here. And we have of course the sleeve sponsors added on because that's how it was worn. And who did Andy go for? Well, he's an Everton fan, so there's only one player that played for Everton in the Fiorentina squad, which is of course the star of this season, Moise Kean. I was actually thinking of going for Moise Kean as well for one of my jerseys, but in the end I can already tell you I did not. And he also got the Lamioni Holding, which I couldn't get for any of the other jerseys, which is very interesting. A super nice shirt. There's also this same pattern, this V pattern within the numbers, which makes the numbers look really, really nice. So yeah, here you go. This is the Fiorentina away jersey from this season. I have to say, it runs a very close second. I mean, Fiorentina is purple, but this one is an absolute class shirt. This one, if you wouldn't wear it with sponsors and so on, I think this could pass as formal wear, almost. So yeah, I absolutely love that one. Really good one. Andy, thanks for picking that one for your collection. It's a really, really nice shirt, and I'm happy you got it. Andy went for XL, because all his jerseys are XL, so it's a little bit smaller, and we'll see that once I hang it now here up on the wall. So I have to step even more to the side, and if you look at it, I mean, ever so slightly. The XL is a little bit shorter than the double XL. Or maybe I should step right here to makes it more natural. Yeah, I think this is a really almost perfect home and away combo, and having the lilies so stick out, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. Well, I wanted to have the purple one. This one, a really nice shirt. And so we get to the third jersey, which we have here, which is of course red, and it's a much simpler jersey, I have to say. I wish it would have a color, even a purple color. I mean, it has this V-neck that you can already see. I think this was a purple fold over. This would make the jersey probably nicer. But you know, Fiorentina have been using red jerseys probably after the white ones the most in their history. So I thought, yeah, let's get a red one with some purple accents as well. And we got also a nice name set. Again, this is a double XL. Let's open it up. And I'm gonna put the tags in because I wanna show the crest. As I said, this is a little bit more straightforward overall with this V-neck, but it's still the same nice material. You already see here I went with the Serie A patch. I don't think they've worn this in the Conference League, and even if they would have, I want to have this one in Serie A configuration. Again, the Betway there, and let's see on the back. I actually want to, before we go for that, I want to point out, and I honestly don't know the significance of that, but in every color there are 13 lilies, with the center one of course being purple. Does this have anything to do with Florence? Because I mean, if it was 11, I would say these are 11 players, but yeah, that's the 13 kind of throws me off a teeny bit, because I know there are only 4 historic districts of Florence, and yeah, that is something I would like to know. Which player did I go for? I mean, you probably saw already the number shining through. It was a hard call in a way, but then in the end it was very easy. I was thinking taking Moise Kean here, but there's another player that is performing really well for Fiorentina that was also playing for one of my favorite teams, Milan, and that's Yacine Adli. And I don't think I have a number 29 in my collection either. So for me, Adli was almost a natural choice to have. And you see, there's no Lamioni holding on the back there as well, which I think is rather interesting. But yeah, I think it's not the greatest Fiorentina shirt, but I think it's overall a quite nice one. And I really like that, you know, if the red with the purple accents, that does not look that bad. I have to say, even the color is made quite nicely. The material on this one is not a typical copper material. I would say it's really sturdy, and I'm surprised about that, but in a positive way. Ta-da! The 3 Fiorentina jerseys from this season. Again, the purple and the red will enter my collection. The white one will go to Andy. What gorgeous shirts, I gotta say, especially the home and the away, and I think it complements nicely the rest of the collection as well. And I probably have to hide now the white ones, so this is my Fiorentina collection. I have 3 purple ones because this one is a dark purple, but it's actually quite nice. This one was a basic version where the Fiorentina logo is just a cloth that is very heavily stitched on, which is also the same thing for this 4th jersey from the last season and the 3rd jersey, the yellow one. Whereas the other one here, the white one, has a similar silicone crest as do these jerseys. So this is more player version. For the Le Coq Sportif one, this is a very nicely embroidered crest, and actually the logo on that one is really what the lily for the city of Florence more or less looks like, although the real one is a little bit more ornate as well. So yeah, it's all modern logos. Although the current Fiorentina logo, as modern as it looks, there is some precedent for that one as well in history. It's not completely out of place, although I liked a little bit more the previous one. The shape was very unique for Fiorentina. The diamond shape on this one, yeah, maybe, yeah, whatever. I'm very pleased with all these. I'm really happy to have this home jersey with a name and a number that actually I really like. Same thing goes for the red one. And of course, I mean, if I would have gotten all 3, I probably would have also put Moise Kean on one of these. So there you go. Any case, Andy, I'm looking forward to putting this in the mail for you. Thank you for helping me out. As I said, getting all of these would have probably been a little bit of an overkill. So yeah, the red and the purple it is for me. The purple was the big one. And the funny thing is, if I just would have gotten the purple one by itself, I would have ended up paying more than if I got all three of these and have Andy help me out with this one and buying it off. So it was overall a no-brainer, I gotta say. Any case, please let me know what you think about all these jerseys, especially the three ones here. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. What do you think about my Fiorentina collection here in the background? Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these, and I will talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye! Hey there! I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye!